Hey, welcome to another video. In this one, you're gonna see some raw footage from another of my classes where we practice some role plays. You will see in detail how a discovery should be ran, especially with prospects that are quote unquote more difficult to deal with, or that they don't want to really open up, or they're not really paying attention to the call. I will show you how you can call them out, how you can have a good conversation with them, how you can have a meaningful conversation that won't be just tell me about this, like an interrogation, like an idiot. It is not that. The whole point is that you really understanding the prospect, you making sure you really understand his life, in everything that he says. You should be grabbing it and say, got it, this is what's going on, and here's the thing. I like to say this to my students. When you're in calls with the prospects will start throwing stones at you. Stones that are they had dirt, they're broken, they're just completely dark, all right? And you just grab all the stones and you start polishing them and piece them all together, and you will create a crystal castle that with a bunch of rooms that you will show the prospect after the discovery saying, this is what you gave me, this is your life. What do you think of it? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you want to maintain it like that? And the prospect, with all the clarity that would have after the conversation he had with you, will see the castle and say, fuck, I hate my life. I need to change it, and I need to change it today. And if you do this correctly, by the end of the call, you will never have a fucking objection. Ever, 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 because the prospects realize that everything in their life, it's a complete fuck up. All right? And it's your job to make sure they understand that. It doesn't matter if it is the most welcoming prospect in the planet, or the most challenging, or the most boring, or the most idiotic prospect you can think about, or a guy who's completely closed off to you and he doesn't want to talk. You can always have a meaningful conversation where you will understand the prospect's motives to be in the call with you and why he wants to change his life. And if you're able to do so, you will realize that just by understanding that, you can position your call as the number one hack, the number one thing that they need in their lives. Clearly, not on purpose. You're not supposed to be scamming people. You're supposed to making sure that if the prospect really needs what you're selling, it is your fucking duty, it is your obligation to make them realize that they need this, and they cannot stay another day living in the shitty situation that they have, and they need to make a change today. It is your job to do that, and I'll show you how to do that now. So you can see that after a quick prospect call, a quick discovery, the prospect at the end of the call will never give you an objection, because they know they need it. And if they give you an objection, you just say, bro, are you an idiot? Like, literally, if you do a good discovery, you can literally say that. It's like, bro, what are you doing? What do you mean you need to think about this? Really? After the things you told me, you want to go and think about this? What's really going on? That is how you handle an objection, which is common sense. Just from the heart. It's not a word track. It's not like, how do this? Guys, it is fucking simple. All you have to do is understand what's going on. And then you present that to him, and the dude will say, yeah, my life sucks. I need to fix it. That is it. It doesn't matter what niche you are. It does not matter. It is always the same thing. If you have the utmost clarity on what is going on, and then you present it clearly, the prospect will buy because he needs to. All right? You need to make that distance. You need to make sure the prospects really understand that it's one thing to want to do something versus they need to do something. It is your job to make them realize that they need it. Their lives are on the line. The lives of people they care about are on the line. Their jobs are on the line. Whatever the situation is with the prospect, it doesn't matter. They probably don't give it the importance that they should. And it's your job to make them realize that. So, without further ado, let's jump into it. Look at the role play. Have a couple laughs because, the boys are fun when they do the role plays. But pay attention and take notes and understand. You will see that the principles that I teach on being formlessness, the principles that I teach, where you will learn and be like, okay, he did this, this is very good, it makes sense because he did this. And you also realize that you can just combine everything because every conversation is different. Every situation, every prospect, every call is going to be different. So I don't want you to be fixed and say, okay, Lucas said it to do it this way, so it's the only way that it's going to work. No. Or X influencer told me to do it this way, and it's the only way it's going to work. No. It's about combining everything. It's about realizing what you have in front and saying, okay, in this case, the best situation, the best thing that I can do is this. So enjoy the video, and I will see you in the next one.
I started off as a customer Like I was one of their first guys that they put through the program, and now I'm doing sales. He still has
Very
his
good.
construction business. This guy has a shit ton of money, but now he likes sales a lot more. So he's doing his construction business plus this. But if he's working for them, that must mean that he believes in it
Pyramid scheme. It's a pyramid. No, I'm just fucking with you, Joel.
and makes some money regardless.
That's the point.
Shit.
Right, gentlemen. So, give me a quick update on all of you, like 2, 3 sentences, all of you, so I can be be on the loop. I mean, except for Liam, I already know what. I literally talked to him 2 minutes ago. Joel, what happened? Joel and Russian Comrade. I'm more interested in you guys, but based on what you told me.
Yes. So you guys will probably see in the hunter's eye that did not go well. The call that I just had. This guy, I literally framed the call and said, okay, 2 sentences. I framed the call, told him I was going to ask questions, and he got mad because I was asking questions. Could I have asked better questions? Yes, but it went to shit. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. He last, he didn't last that long. Pause.
Okay, I mean, if the guy is triggered because if after 2 minutes you're asking questions, it wasn't gonna be a good prospect anyways, or even less a good
Yeah.
student. So don't take it too personal. I kind of like skimmed through that loom very quickly, and I also saw that the
Mhm.
guy's like, "Okay, give me the audit." It's like, "All right, buddy, chill,
Yeah.
chill, chill." So it's like he thinks you're a slave or something, pun intended. So yeah, Jesus fuck. So just nah, man, don't worry about it. And Russian comrade, you are concerned about B2B, kind of?
Yeah, I wasn't able to dig deep enough. So with the prospects who are open, I get the numbers. I see the surface level problem, but I several times I failed to dig deeper. Okay, so not enough leads.
All right,
Okay, so
we're
what?
gonna work on that. We're gonna work on
Mhm.
that. What about you
I
two
want to
handsome yeah,
so
Joel?
I want to mention one more thing for
Go
the
for it.
guys who don't know. Superhuman went really well. He literally told me, I interviewed 3 guys before you, and none of them are getting the job. You on the other hand, if it's up to me, you're in. He literally said that, so it's looking good, looking really good.
How do you all of you feel next to the competition that you guys have?
Are you
Good.
talking about our sellers, our closers, or
Other
what do
closers.
you
Other closes.
Oh, they're trash. They're so trash. Oh my
Competition is
God.
weak.
see?
Uh,
Look, in my mind, as a closer, I am trash. But when I'm seriously supposed to sit on a team meeting every day and rehearse Jeremy Miner's style script, and it's rehearsed when I say we need to remember where we're supposed to keep pauses. I might be trash, but those guys,
No, 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 no. That's the problem with those type of scripts that you're trying to memorize when to use a concerned tone. It's like you don't memorize when to use a tone. You just pay attention to the fucking situation, and when it's needed, you use concern because you should be concerned because you're present in the call, or you will be challenging when it's needed to because you're paying attention to what's happening. It's not like, oh, in the script I'm supposed to be challenging. The fuck does that even mean? So yes, 100%.
yes, and it's a quick comment if you don't mind. My thing is, when I was talking to the actual founder who was hiring me, he said, "Yeah, it's fine. It's like we have a script, but if you do scriptless, I don't give a shit. It's fine. It's as long as you bring in deals. But right now we have a mandatory hour of script memorization. It's literally like we're preparing for a Shakespeare play, and we're supposed to sit there like a fucking dickhead. It's like, okay, so it seems like you're. This is what we're doing, and it
Yeah,
takes 5 hours in our week, Monday through Friday."
yeah, no, it's painful. Yeah, okay, okay. Just leave it there, and we're gonna bury the rest with success, doing the things correctly. People will see it like, okay, and eventually you will be leading the whole team. So that's the
Mhm.
plan. That's the master plan.
Sounds
Handsome
good.
lads, what about you, Frenchie and blonde guy who is 2 meters long? What about you guys? Everything okay?
Like TV. Yeah, I mean, not much going on my end except I'm being onboarded on 2 new offers, so we'll see how that goes, and then potentially a third one, which is same as Andre. So it's 30K package that I'm selling. So that one's going to be very exciting. It's 15%, so 4.5K if.
Nice.
So it looks cooking, and they've been in the space for a long, long time. So that one looks pretty good. The others, one of them, they've a shit ton of leads. So hopefully I'll just get loads of calls with them, and you don't actually close them. It's weird. It's a weird offer. Maybe you can talk about this, but it's a too cool close because they genuinely have to review if they can help them. So you run a discovery, and then they give you a deposit of $100. Then you have to go back to the team and say, "Hey, I had a call with this guy. Can we help him?" The team goes, "Yes, we can." Then you have to go back to them, hop on the call, say, "Hey, we can close you." And the price fully depends on how many leads they buy. If they buy 50 leads, then we'll charge them 50 times 50 or 25 times 50, depending on how many leads they have. So it's a weird offer. It can range anywhere from 1.5K to like 5K. So it's a bit weird, but it could work. It could work. I like the idea of a deposit.
Okay. Keep me posted on how that one goes. It's not looking and sounding too good to me, or at least in comparison to the other one that you can make 4.5 with just one call. So there's that.
Yeah.
So let's see.
Yeah.
And what about you, Andronator?
Yes, sir. I just got onboarded to what actually seems to be a pretty good offer. So I'm pretty hyped. Commission 15%. They have currently one closer who apparently didn't have any sales experience when he joined. And despite that, he has a 50 to 70% closing rate. OT 10 to 20K. The offer seems really good, like really good social proof. I really like the founders that I spoke to. I'll be starting on Monday. So yes, sir.
Nice. Glad to see you guys winning. So, all right. You know how it is. It's role play session. We're gonna role play. Is what we do.
Mhm.
So, I would like to start with Russian comrade, who is concerned about how to get in depth with pain, especially in a B2B environment. Because I have some things to teach you guys on this. So, who is ready to play a nice prospect?
It should be George because he might be selling for the same offer too, so it should be George. I select George.
Well, I mean, we know how George plays prospects, so I guess if you want to, you can go for it.
Oh Lord.
Be a bit diabolical.
Yeah, so I mean, George, you already know the deal. Lead
Yeah.
generation for businesses who's supposed to make money and who's technically supposed to qualify, because one of the qualifying questions is if you make 25 grand a month. Half of the people I talk to, they don't necessarily qualify, but yeah. And again, main problem is lead generation. Let's jump straight into the discovery and see how it goes.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, George. So were you speaking, Luca?
No, go for it. Go for it.
Okay, I guess I'm just tripping. So George, what made you want to book this call with me today?
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm just looking for more leads because I think cash is a bit tight right now. So yeah, looking to generate a little more leads for my business, man.
Okay, you're looking to generate more leads and you're tight on cash. Is it accurate?
Yep.
Okay, when you are speaking about generating more leads, how many leads are you getting right now?
A couple.
A couple.
Stop. What is the thing you have to call out?
I'm not sure.
More
Tight on
important
cash.
than what he's saying. There's something that he's saying that is he's screaming it. He's yelling it. You're only
Even tied for
listening.
cash.
What?
Tied for cash.
No, he's yelling.
Russian.
Look at him. What do you see when you look at him?
He is bored as fuck.
He's bored.
Agent.
He doesn't care.
He doesn't give a solitude shit about this. So your job as a closer is to address that. How would you address it? Tell him.
George, why did you book this call with me again?
Just like yesterday.
You guess what? What are you trying to achieve?
I'm on this call to get more leads, man.
Okay.
What
Are
do
you
you
with me, George?
That's not how you do it. All right. Let me show you. All right. So, George, you booked this call because you wanted to increase the number of leads, correct?
Yep.
Cool.
So those are nice pictures. Do you want to show them to me as well, or what do you want to do?
No, it's all good. Nah, it's all good, man.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm seeing you a bit distracted. It's like you don't want to really be here. Is this a good time for us to have the call? Are you
Yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah.
you sure, man? There's no pressure. We could literally have the call in a moment.
No, I don't have much time, so this is the only time I have available this week. So
All right. I want you to be fully present here, okay? It could be an important decision or not. Let's see. So, and then you
okay.
take it. So do you see? It's like you call it out.
Mhm.
You can even make a joke about it. It's fine. All right. And then it's like, okay, boom, get into the things. So go for it. What would you ask now?
Okay, when you say a couple of leads, what do you mean?
A couple hundred a week.
Is what you're getting or what you're looking to get?
No, that's what I'm getting. I'm getting a couple hundred a week.
Okay, and that sounds like a decent number.
Yeah.
Okay, so what you're
Question,
trying to
comrade.
achieve?
What is this? Why are you thinking instead of asking questions? Like, don't say that. Don't say that. It's like, okay. Also, again, you're not paying attention to what he's yelling. He's yelling at you that he's still not interested. It's like, yeah, couple hundred, yeah, but he's still barely active on it. It's your job again as a closer to call this out and to address it. You can't have a conversation where you're like this. And like I said, for the billionth time, you need to stop saying, when you say, stop.
Mhm.
It's forbidden for you to use that. So try again.
Let's start over. So, George, how many, when a couple of leads, what is a couple?
A couple hundred a week.
A couple hundred a week, and it's enough for you, or no?
And then no, like that's why I'm on this call.
What's your actual goal? Because it sounds like it's a decent number.
Well, I mean, I want to make more than a couple hundred, you know. I want to be able to get more customers in and be able to basically scale. So at least get a couple thousand in. Yeah.
Are you trying to scale from a couple hundred to a couple thousand?
Yep.
No. You're
Okay.
putting numbers in their mind. You are making assumptions, and the guy is still barely answering you. So it's like, also we're going super narrow into the leads. It's like, well, chill. Let's zoom out. Let's really understand what is going on here first, and then we start. So, like I'm always saying, it's like a funnel. All right.
Mhm.
The top of the funnel is where you start, and you ask very broad questions so you can really understand what's really going on. And then you start becoming narrow and narrow, until the point where it's like the most precise question possible. That's how you start. So it's like, okay, well, did you book this call? Oh, I just want to make a couple more leads. Okay. Why? It's like, how many leads are you getting? You immediately enter interrogation mode. It's just like,
Mhm.
all right, how many leads are you getting? How many leads are you getting per week? How much money are you bringing? How many are you closing? It's like, all right, it's good. But first, maybe you should understand why this is relevant to him. And then you go into that. It's like you immediately jump into the interrogation part. It's like, oh, chill. So try again from the beginning. Do the first question with that mindset. See if it takes you to somewhere different.
So, George, what made you want to book this call with me today?
Yeah, man, just looking to make more leads, generate more of that, you know, for my business and Clash is tight right now. So just looking to actually expand and scale.
Okay, what are you trying to scale?
Do the recap.
Look,
Do the recap. What is the recap? What did he said?
He said what he already. I already blank on a number.
It's fine. So, okay. So I'll show you. Okay. So, George, basically, you want to get more leads because you want to scale, pretty much, right? Okay. Why specifically leads to scale?
well, you know, I run a plumbing business, and the only way I really get ads here in Zimbabwe is But the only way I get clients here in Zimbabwe is through ads mainly. So, and I scale with ads. That's what I've done my whole 5 years I've been doing this, and I need to basically be able to attract more leads in doing so and convert more people into clients because there's a lot of plumbing businesses, a lot of competition. I need to stand out. I need to be able to turn those leads into customers. So that's why I'm looking to do that. I don't want to dance on TikTok to attract customers.
Got it. Now, this is extremely important for you guys. Please pay attention to this because a shitty closer would literally say, next question on the script. Doesn't give a shit about what he just said. A good closer would enter the famous interrogation mode. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about, which is, so for 5 years you've been doing this. Got it. How much money have you made in the last year? How much money have you made this? How many leads? Like, a great closer says, George, why would you say you need to get more leads?
Because as I mentioned, cash is tight and I need more leads to basically break even.
Okay, that was very fast. Maybe it will take you one or two more questions in a normal case, or it could not. But do you guys see the difference? Because I said, why do you need? He immediately dropped the ball. Versus if I had just said, oh, so for 5 years you've been doing this, how much money have you made in the last couple of months? It's like, okay, how many leads you got? It would have taken me longer, but now I know this guy needs it. And he said it very early. And now I know he's tied on cash. I find out what that is. Then I do all the data gathering. And then I get the whole feeling situation and it's completely tied down multiple times. No objections. Does it make sense like on the long term where this is supposed to go now? Do you guys follow me?
That's exactly what I did. I was entering interrogation mode. Okay, how many leads, how much money is it? Yeah, that's essentially it's exactly what I did on sales calls with prospects.
Good. So it's like, I want you to keep that in mind. Liam, you want to give it a shot?
Sure.
Let's see. I'm gonna
Look, I just want one
Yeah,
quick
tell me.
thing. Sorry to interrupt you guys. I just wanted to say, and also if I got it correctly, just with that one question you asked, you really got to clear exactly what this guy's problem is, right? That he's tight on cash.
He said that in the beginning, no? That was like the first thing George said.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, he did.
Maybe
I
it
said
did.
it in the beginning.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, holy
Yeah.
shit, I didn't even heard that. Well, that's even better.
Yeah.
Would have been better.
I
If
missed
I
it
heard
too.
that, would have been deeper than that. But again, the
Okay.
point is,
That was my question.
by asking a question like that, it's like, boom, the speed in where you get to the root of the problem goes so much faster. That's kind of like the point with it. So, anyways, you,
Look,
yes.
before you continue with William, quick question. So, with you asking George, so what do you need? And he said, I'm breaking even. How would you expand or build up on top of that information?
Well, Liam is going to show us.
Okay,
He will take it from there. And if not, I'm going to show you. Pretty much.
sounds good.
All right.
What was the last question?
Basically, why do you need that? He said that he wants to make money because he's breaking even and he's in a tight spot, I think he said.
Yeah, tight on cash.
Okay. All right. So, George, the reason why you want more leads right now is because you're tight on cash and you want to increase cash flow. Is that correct?
Yes,
Nice sunglasses, by the way.
thank you.
Are you wearing sunglasses indoors just because the screen's bright, or what's happening with that?
I just like wearing glasses.
Okay. Well, as long as they're not going to distract you from the conversation, then I'm sure it's fine.
No,
Will you?
no.
No? Okay, good. So, tell me, George, right now, what do you mean when you say you're in a tight spot? What does that actually look like?
Well, just been making around 100K cash, and right now it's not enough to sustain the business. Not with the way we're currently scaling. So it's tied in the fact that we got to pay off, our team. Profit margins with plumbing are not that good anyways. So yeah, just about making more money, man.
Okay. I don't understand though. Why is it not enough? How much are you keeping out of that 100K cash?
Uh, about 70%.
70%. So you have
Yes.
a 70% profit margin or 30 or however that works.
Well, I make 70K. 30K is like all these business expenses and team, etc.
Oh, my mic. Okay. So why is that not enough? Why do you consider that being a tight spot, considering that you take home 70% of the business revenue a month?
Um, well, it's just not enough anymore, you know. Inflation, and we get hit with taxes every fucking year. The government's fucking us up. So yeah, I mean, even 70K a month for the business I run with the amount of staff I have, 2, 3 years ago, it used to work, and now it's just not possible, man.
Why do you say it's not possible? I still don't understand. How are you actually in a tight spot? Tell me what's actually happening.
Well, just the businesses again, like inflations and taxes. We got hit with one like last month. It was a huge ass bill we didn't deserve, and mainly me and my business partner, we just don't really see eye to eye anymore. So I've had to kind of cut the revenue.
So you said you had to cut the revenue?
Yeah, like so my business partner is my wife, and as of about January now, we 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 broke up. So she took her share of the business, I took my share, um, and yeah, it's a tight spot, man.
Jeez, man. I'm sorry to hear that. So between now and January, how has that personally impacted your situation, this split from your wife?
Well, I mean, just inside of the business, like I've had to lay off some staff, which is, it's not the end of the world, but it's annoying because I liked a lot of the people that are working there. I built relationships with them for years, but because of this, I had to let them go. And then, mainly just yeah, just breaking even. We're not really. It's it's hard to explain, but basically with this business, she owned about 50% of it, right? So we used to be doing 140K. Now I'm only taking home 70K, and that might seem like it's a lot, but the revenue was cut by half, and it's stressful.
So just so I have this right, because there's a lot of moving parts here. The original revenue was 140K for you, and now it's cut in half, and now it's 70K. Is
Yep.
that what I'm getting, or am I completely wrong?
No,
Is that
that's
correct?
correct.
Okay. And she's taken half the business, or she's sold half the business. I don't understand what's actually happened there.
She's fucking taken after business, man.
So you still have to work with her, or is she managing it separately?
No, it's she fucked off with the money. It's just like she has equity with it, so she got some shareholders. Took me to fucking court. She basically owns the company but doesn't do shit with it. Right. So it's just me trying to fucking pick up the pieces.
Jeez, man. So for the last few months, then your revenue's been cut by half. Do I have that 100% correct?
Yep.
Okay. Wow. So I guess if your revenue's been cut by half for the last few months, have you looked into solving this sooner? Have you looked into getting a larger lead flow? Maybe, I don't know. January was like 7 months ago. So
It's good.
seven
It's
months ago.
good. It's good. You're taking into a good direction, but there's still one. It's still not very clear how this guy in Zimbabwe having $70,000 for him
It's
every
in
month.
Zimbabwe.
Yeah, for on profit. It's like this guy is making 70 for him, but he's still on a tight spot. So I guess that could be clearly me thinking out loud. You could link
Yeah.
that to the court and everything that is happening with the wife, and there you find out why he's in a tight spot, right? So I would say you need to make that final connection, and that gives you a beautiful opening for the emotional things. So I'll probably go into that direction. Like, honestly, I would just keep going with the emotional, keep pressing there. And then to top it off, maybe we could run some numbers, aka interrogation mode. And then it's like final touch, and we'll be good with the discovery. Does it make sense, everyone?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, good. So try to take it from there.
All right, I'll take it in that direction. So, by the way, George, just quick clarification. When you say you're earning 70,000 a month, is that US dollars or in Zimbabwe dollars?
Nah, it's US dollars, man.
US dollars. So considering that, I mean, obviously your revenue's cut in half, no one wants that. But considering that you're earning 70,000 US dollars in Zimbabwe, how is that still a tight spot for you? Even though I know you understand that you've lost half your revenue, how is it a tight spot? What are the expenses involved? Is there some sort of divorce expense, court, settlement? What's happening?
Yep. Yeah, you're bang on the money. Divorce, uh, settlements. Again, we got here with a tax. Well, I got here with a tax bill because the authorities were like, "Hey, what's going on? What's happened to the business?" So they slapped a tax on us because they thought we were lying with our revenue. So that happened, and the divorce settlements as well are fucking huge. She's taken about again 50% of my business, and you're just paying for the lawyer and uh, 6 months of just back and forth, going to the judge, going to court, and also the baby. So
Oh, wow. Okay. So just so I have this right, and tell me if I've missed anything or if it's not quite correct. Right now, your biggest expenses are inflation, taxes. They hit you with a massive tax bill because they thought you were lying about your business revenue, divorce settlements, and all the annoying things that come with that, and also your baby. Is that all correct?
yep.
Well, okay. So I need to know, George, just so I can strategize with you about your income. Right now, obviously, you're making 70K a month. After all of that, how much are you left with just to keep after the inflation, taxes, divorce bills, etc.?
Around 5K.
5K. So you're losing 65K in revenue a month or for this month.
Liam asked for the baby.
Uh,
Liam asked for the baby.
Sorry?
Asked for the baby.
Ask for the baby.
Yes. Ask for that. Believe me.
Okay. Okay. Wait,
Finish
George
that.
answer the question though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. So for about 6 months, it's been around 5 to 10K. Like again, like divorces, settlements, taxes, and yeah.
Wow. And 5K, is that enough to look after yourself, let alone a baby?
Uh, not. uh, Not really.
Did I say something funny?
No, it's just yeah. No, you're right. You're right. No, it's not. It's I don't want to pay for the baby. It's just me.
Wait, you don't want to pay for the baby? Or you don't pay for the baby? I'm confused.
Part of the reason I'm going to court is I don't want to pay for that fucking baby. It's not mine.
Motherfucker. So you're telling me right now that you're fighting in court with your wife, not for custody over your child, but so that for not custody over your child, so that she can have custody. Is that correct?
Yeah, just so I don't have to take care of that shit.
Got it. So right now, are you even spending any expenses with the baby at all, or
No, man, this is getting personal. Can we just move on to the offer? So
okay? Well, look, why do you think I'm asking you these questions, George?
I don't fucking know.
You don't know. You have no idea. You just think I'm interrogating you just for fun.
I understood the first part. This is like, come on now. You're talking about my children. Like, I'm a cool guy, but don't push me.
Okay, well, to help you, I mean, I need to understand your personal situation and your personal motivations, right? Considering that this program is potentially a multiple four-figure investment, I need to know that you have enough motivation, urgency in life and with your own goals to even want to commit to this program and be successful in it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so let's move on to it.
Move
Yeah,
on
that's the
to,
problem.
sorry, what?
That's the problem. That was what I was gonna say. You explaining it like that, you're only gonna get that answer. It's like, all right. So you started well, but role play with me, George, on that. Just like give the same examples you see. The first thing you said was, "This is getting too personal." I was like, "Okay, why do you think I'm asking you these questions?
I don't fucking know.
You don't fucking know. Are you pissed off about it? You can be honest with me. You can tell me if this is pissing you off.
But it was fine talking about the business and I guess opening up a bit, but with the baby, it's just I don't want to go there.
Why you don't want to go there? Again, we don't have to go into details, man. It's all good, but I just want you to first have clarity on why I'm asking you these questions. Like, do you know that, or do you just think I'm just trying to get nosy into things that just don't are not my business?
I don't know. Are you getting nosy?
Oh, you tell me.
I feel like it. I mean, I don't know what the baby's got to do with lead gen.
Well, let me explain it. It seems like the baby is a big part of your life right now,
No,
and
it's not.
that is causing you. No, it's not. You having a baby is not. Man, if you don't want to talk, we can leave the call. It's fine. There's not a problem, man. My job, my ethical job right now is to help you. And if that means about talking the difficult stuff so that we can find a solution together, I am willing for it. But I don't know if you are.
Yeah. Um, I mean, will me talking about this help you help me?
Yes. The whole idea is if I get an understanding of what's going on, I can see why this is relevant or not relevant to you. Because you told me that you're bringing $70,000 and you're only having five left. That is a major concern. And newsflash, brother, this will require an investment. You're a smart guy. You probably know it. Therefore, I need to know that this is a responsible investment on your side. Because if it isn't, I will not give you the possibility to do this, man. Does that make sense? It's not me trying to be nosy. It's me trying to figure out if I can really help you.
Yeah.
So we could
Oh
be.
my God, he's crying.
That's why I started laughing earlier. I saw it. The man, give me an idea, just at least for me to comprehend this. What's the deal with this baby? Is this baby causing you financial problems, or is it just with the company?
It's no, it's not really. It's not really about that. It's just So about 12 months ago, my wife went on a girls' trip to Jamaica, and I thought it was fine. I let her do it, right? She's her own person. But she was supposed to come back a week after, right? And it's been 10 days and she was still there. And she's saying, yeah, I got caught up in business, whatever. And I was just on, it's just stupid. I was lying in bed and I looked at a documentary and it was like, why women are going to Jamaica for sex. And I was like, there's no way. And I clicked on it. And apparently women go to Jamaica. It's a real thing. Women go to Jamaica because I guess the dudes over there just do it for them, whatever that means, right? And I looked at the documentary. It scared me. It made me think, shit, maybe that's what's going on. So I confronted her, and yeah, she was taking BBC. So came back, you know, found out she had a baby. I hate the look of it. First of all, it's black, and then secondly, it's not my child. So I don't want to see. I don't want to be near it. I don't want anything to do with this child. I don't want anything to do with her, and I want it. If I could put it in the trash, I would.
If you could what? Sorry?
If I could put that baby in the trash, I would.
Okay. So I'm sorry to hear that story, man. I know that girls trips from the wifeys are a dangerous thing. Now, I know you don't want to get too personal into that, so it's fine. We don't have to go 100% there, okay? But let me ask you the question again, which is the situation with the baby something that is financially draining you, or is it just the company?
Both.
How both? How's the baby draining you financially?
Because the baby's autistic. So we're having to pay for so, so yeah, I'm just laughing because it's such a stupid baby. I hate the side of it. But yeah, it's an autistic baby. So just the cost to keep it alive is like way too much. It's about 10 grand a month just to keep this shit alive. It can barely breathe, and we have to feed it through a fucking tube. And I have to pay for it because she got alimony for it, and it's stupid. She gets it's what happens, right? It's 21st century. Women get to keep your fucking business. Look what happened to Jeff Bezos. His bitch sold him off for 200 million, was it? Well, same here. I got fucked over by the system. She took all my business, half of it, and I had to pay for the fucking child because I was a bad father, even though I'm not his father. But
Okay, take it from there, Liam.
Okay. Motherfucker.
yeah.
Okay. So, Coach, I completely understand that with your situation, and I don't want you to have to be in a situation where that is happening. So I appreciate you sharing that with me. Now, considering all of this, considering the fact that you've lost 65, you're losing 65K a month, you've lost half your business, and having to actively support for now a child that's not even yours. I mean, why haven't you decided to make a change or try find lead gen or increase that sooner? Why now and not months and months and months ago, right after the divorce?
But it was fine, and it was fine, and like I could pay it all off, and I just thought, okay, it's gonna go away, like it's all good. But about a month ago, when I got hit with that tax, I realized they really are fucking me over, and it doesn't look like I'm gonna win in court. So I'm gonna have to take care of this shit its whole life, and there's no backing out. I mean, unless I kill it, which is an option, but I don't really want to have blood on my hands, so. I have to pay for the rest. I at least have to pay until it leaves college. So it has to grow for another 20 years before I can actually, not pay for it. So I need to get some money in so I can sustain myself again, get back to that 140K mark by myself without that bitch, and be able to pay off that little shit, every month.
Before you go, before you transition into okay, I don't know if this is the goal that you have in mind, but basically you're slowly transitioning into interrogation mode, which is like, okay, data, close. He's in a very emotional state. I will keep going on that side because we were talking about the baby in the company, and then you just jump into lead acquisition. So, okay, what you want to do, get more leads now. It's like I would just stay on that track for 2, 3 more questions, and then I would jump into that. That makes sense? I think you jumped too
Yeah,
premature.
that makes sense.
That's basically it.
Yeah, I was gonna really continue more on the emotions of just him not wanting to do this shit any longer and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
And then also that was interesting when he just said, "Oh, it wasn't an issue a few months ago. I was able to pay it off." Like, was he only making 5K? Like, that's something important I do need to know. But then from there, I mean, yeah, the thing was with the baby, I didn't really know where to take it further because I feel like we've pushed to the max with the baby. Like he's told me everything with the baby. So it's like
Mm-hmm.
he's essentially at this point told the whole situation. So we have the pain. Now I need to see the commitment. And we also really
yeah,
essentially
that's
have the ownership. So now I need to set the commitment.
yes, that's exactly what I wanted to go with the cup thing. Commitment, ownership, pain. We got the pain, we got the ownership. How was your idea to get the commitment? What was your thinking?
Well, first, I was gonna understand why he hadn't done it sooner because I was also genuinely curious. It's like if he's fucking losing 65K a month, like, hello, do this sooner.
Uh-huh.
But then from there, I guess I'd just go off base what he told me. But my line of questioning would be really just probably more with the classic, like, okay, how is this all making you feel? Really, really shit. Okay. How long do you want to be in the situation for? Not any longer. Okay. How
Mm-hmm.
important is this for you to do through lead gen? Very. Do you think you can do this without lead gen? Is there a way that you have without lead gen? No. Do you think you can do it alone? I don't know. Yes, no, whatever. I'd go down that route.
I agree. I'm not telling you not to go that route. It's just I think we're also missing the data gathering on that. So it's like I think you're all over the place right now. But let's keep going.
Mhm.
Keep going on this path because it might work. Again, it's scriptless, so it's fine. Let's see where you go, and I'll take you.
Yeah, okay. Just let me know. Yeah, cool. What was my question? All right. Interesting, George. So you said that you were able to, I guess it was fine a few months ago, you were able to pay it off, but then what happened? I mean, were you losing 65K a month for the last 7 months and you thought it was okay at first, or is this 65K a month brand new with the tax?
Yeah, it's brand new. I was only losing about 20K, and now 65K with the tax, plus the settlement that happened recently as well. So not looking good. And it sprung me into action. I was kind of fine with losing a bit of money. I was so stressed, I wasn't worried about it. You know, there's other things than just the business. Now that the settlement's fucked me over, I realize I got to focus on my business. I was so focused on the settlement and the divorce for the first 6 months. I didn't worry too much about losing 20K. Now having lost 65K last month, it's not sustainable. I have to find a way, and I have to look towards the future because this settlement's not going to pan out. This divorce is not going to be in my favor. This shit is not going to be in my favor either. That little fucking piece of shit. So just gonna have to look towards the future, man. That's the way to go about it, and just build my business from there. So yeah, that's to answer your question. I mean, for the past 6 months, I've been fine with it. It's just this month specifically was like I guess the end all be all. It was, yeah, it fucked me over.
Got it. So just so I have this right, just tell me yes or no. In the last month, you were hit with a 45,000 US dollar tax bill.
Yes.
It sounds like to me, let me know if this is right, you're being hit from all sides. You're being hit with the tax, you're being hit with the inflation, you're being hit with the divorce, you're being hit with the baby. Is that correct?
Yep.
I know we've touched on it a lot, but just tell me from you in your own description, just so I know, how does this all make you feel, man?
How are you
Terrible.
getting? How are you getting the commitment?
Well, and my thinking is
Literally.
first figure out.
I was about to.
My thinking is first. My thinking is first to figure out, okay, get him to say like, yes, this is so shit. My situation's terrible. I mean, he already says it, but really just like get the final nail in. Cool. And then, do you want to stay in the situation any longer? I mean, I can just realistically, I can just skip straight to, which is probably, I don't know if this is what you're thinking, but straight to, do you want to stay in the situation any longer? But I don't know. I was just getting that final tie down.
It's been 6 months that you've been struggling with this, and then this last month, you had a drastic change in the income. Is that correct?
Yep.
When you say it's not sustainable, how many more months you think you could keep it like this if this keeps happening?
65K, I mean, 4 months.
4 months. Okay. Do you want to wait until those 4 months to make a drastic change in this, or this is something that you need to fix today?
No, today.
Why? Why today?
I've been waiting long enough. I'm glad you hit me in. I have to do this because I literally will run out of savings for the business. I will not be able to pay staff and I'll go bankrupt.
Okay. Boom. That's it. Do you see? Very easy.
Way more efficient. Yeah.
Yeah. Just it's not about a magic thing. It's like, okay, just super straightforward. And now you can go with the, okay, this whole situation, man, how's it making you feel?
Oh, really? You think I should say okay. Yeah, switch
That
them
wasn't
around.
bad. That wasn't bad because we're still got him in
Okay.
an emotional status. So it's okay, right? If you want to go deeper a little bit more, you could also do it. Again, there's no one perfect way of doing this. It's not like, oh, because I say so. It's like, no, it's like multiple ways to do this. It's just that make sure that you always get the cup thing. Commitment, ownership, pain. All right. We got the 3.
Got it.
All right. Now we can move on into more stuff.
Got it. Cool. So should I keep going from there?
Yep. Go.
Okay, what was the last thing he said? He was like, no, I don't want to spend another day in this situation.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, George. Now, considering that you don't want to spend another day in this situation, and you told me that you feel terrible, just so I know how urgent this is for us to solve, because I can see by looking at you and so forth that this is very urgent. On a scale of your priority lists, this being, number 3, number 2, number 1 priority, how much of a priority is it for you to increase your lead gen and get more income?
10.
Wow. So as in like it's your number 1 priority.
Yes.
Why do you say that?
For all the reasons I told you, I have to get it done.
Hmm. And why lead gen? Do you see another way perhaps that you can do this? Why lead gen in particular?
As I told you in the beginning, it's like the only way I can get people to my plumbing business is from leads. I don't do organic. I don't have an organic presence. I don't even have Instagram. It's going to be way more efficient for me to do leads and gather leads and to try and start a TikTok page or an Instagram page. And what am I even going to post? So I have to get leads. I have to do cold traffic.
So you're doing it because it's your strongest suit and it's what you know. Is that correct?
Not only that, but also because that's where customers are. Customers are not on Instagram, they're on Facebook and they scroll and they find my ads and that's how it works. That's the industry. I don't know if you know much about it, but that's the industry is all cold traffic.
I do. And tell me, if you already know where the leads are, if you already have been able to generate them in the past to get to over 6-figure revenue, what makes you say that you need coaching or mentorship?
It's just I need to figure out how to do it myself more. The media buyer is one of the guys I fired. So the ads has not been the lead gen has not been very good for the last few months. So I figure before I hire a media buyer again, which I can't sometimes cash, I figure learn myself first, build the skill up so that if ever something like this fucks me over again, at least I can continue making money. Because that was my biggest bottleneck. I would have been fine if I knew how to actually get leads 6 months ago. I wouldn't be in this mess. So
So you're just saying you don't know how to generate leads at all? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, I used to delegate it. It was never my problem,
I see.
But now it is.
Why not keep doing it?
George's, you're all frozen. It's my fucking Wi-Fi.
Yeah, no, it's
Hang
you
on.
there.
Oh, sorry. No. Yeah. You're back.
Right. Next question is, why not keep doing that?
That's exactly what I'm about to ask. I said, okay, why are you doing this and not just delegating it again? That's my question.
Because I was paying my media buyer about 15K a month, and if I ever want to either hire him again or be able to pay someone similarly, because I don't accept anything less than brilliant, I'm gonna have to get. I told you, I either suffocate the kid or find a way to win that settlement, which I'm not going to by the looks of things. So I have to be proactive. And right now, it's like I do it myself. I want to do it myself so I can have the skill to actually learn lead generation. That's something I've never had. Now I realize, okay, if I'd learned the skill of lead gen, if I'd fired my media bio and done it myself, I probably could have saved myself a lot more time, hassle, and money. And because I didn't do that, I'm in this situation. So it's not all because of the fact that I don't know how to generate leads, but it certainly is because I certainly lost a lot of money in these past 6 months because I didn't know how to do it myself.
Got it. And tell me, what is it worth for you to learn the skill of lead gen?
Yeah, same 10 out of 10, man.
When I say what's it worth to you, I don't necessarily mean like on a scale of 1 to 10, just not even finances or anything. Just what is it worth? It's obviously you said 10 out of 10, but why do you say 10 out of 10? I know why, but I guess what I really directly want to get, what is it worth to you? Like, is it worth everything, a lot, nothing?
Everything. I don't want life to keep eating me up.
Mm-hmm. Quick pause. How much is the ticket for this program?
30K.
What's the price? 30K?
Yeah.
That's a surprise.
Okay. Okay, I need to ask an important question then. Okay. So
There's one more
George,
thing. One more thing. All
yeah.
of you are realizing what Liam is doing, right? He's following the checklist, you know, the checklist selling, all the questions, not in a specific order, but he's asking those. What would be worth to you in 1 to 10? How are you feeling about this? It's like, great. Why coaching and not solo? That's great. The one that you're missing before you go into that one that I know what you're gonna say is, do you have the time to do this? Don't forget that one.
Yeah.
And then the obvious.
Also, yeah, it's the time one I missed out on, and I know there's no wife thing, but you never know if there's someone like in his ear. Like, do you need someone's permission? That's something I needed to ask as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool, cool. Um, I mean, it doesn't really matter which order I do it, I guess. So, George, tell me, do you have, I don't know how much time you need for this program. Do you have a couple hours a week to dedicate to this, do you think? Just so I know your schedule.
You told me it was done for you.
Okay, it's done for you. Do you need any time to do this course program? No, I'm just pausing
I
now.
mean,
No, I'm pausing the
mean,
roleplay. Do you need?
no, it's like it's generally done for you. Maybe I think there's once a week sales calls where they actually learn the art of sales and high ticket from a Jeremy Minor salesman. So I don't know how that's gonna
Okay.
go. But yeah, that's that, and then the setup is like 4 months, I think, in total. Andre, you
Yeah,
can correct me
free.
if I'm wrong,
Yeah,
but
free, and
yeah, but there's
with
no
a
like
bit of time for onboarding. Yeah, but in general, it just
there's no
if you
courses.
Well, but that changes the whole dynamic because the questions that he was asking were basically a program where you are learning,
Yeah.
and George's questions were like, "Yeah, I want to learn myself," but now it's done for you.
Yeah.
Like the fuck are we doing,
Yeah,
guys?
but yeah,
Y-
let's just keep it like a program.
Yeah, let's just keep it as a yeah. All right.
Okay. All right. I'll just say that you said yes for a couple hours a week, just so we can move on.
Yep. Yep.
Cool. And tell me, George, is there someone else in this decision for you in terms of your business now? If you were going to go
Fuck
ahead
no.
with a solution like this?
No.
No?
Mm-mm-mm.
Okay. Okay. And before I go ahead, because I do know it's a certainty we can help you, but before I even get into everything, considering that you are making now 5,000 a month after expenses and so forth, the program that we're talking about today is something that's obviously not cheap. And I want to just be very direct with you and tell you straight up. So, considering that, is this worth it enough for you, even though you're making 5K a month, to learn this skill?
How much is it?
Well, I'll get into that in a couple minutes because I want to actually confirm that you think that this can help you, and then we can
Well, I mean,
strategize from there. But this is
yeah,
a multiple five-figure investment.
I see. Uh, I mean, how much are we talking?
Once again, I'll get into that. I'm not saying you have to buy right now. I'm not saying open up your wallet and give me multiple five figures. But if you feel like that this can help you, what I'm asking is if you feel like this can help you once we've strategized, is this important enough for you now to make that kind of investment? Because I don't want to put you in any sort of financial situation that you're not comfortable with.
Again, man, it depends on the price.
All right, stop.
Okay.
The principle you're doing is correct, but couple of things. First of all, you shouldn't have not said, "I know for certainty that we can help you," because we haven't even gone into any type of data gathering that is like numbers and see if we can really, really help him. We only understood why he wants to do it, but I still don't know what his business is making. Well, I do, but it's like I need to know a little bit more of info on the business to make sure, because this guy might think that, okay, you're bullshitting me. I just told you more about the baby than anything. You told me you can help me. Maybe that could happen. So I would get a little bit more of data before saying that. That's the final part of the transition. I wouldn't jump into that. I would have just jumped directly into pre-handling money like you're doing right now. And when he told you, just tell me the money, it's not about, oh, I'll get into that in a couple minutes, because that's the worst thing you could say. Well, definitely not the worst, but let me
Right.
show you. Because you're like battling him. It's like, okay, how much is this? And then he's like, well, I'll get to that. I'll get to that. It's like, people know. People know now when you do that. So the best thing that you can do is, instead of saying that, you say something like, okay, role play with me, George. So ask me about the investment or whatever.
So, how much is it exactly? Because it depends on how much I can put in. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, it also depends on the program. So our programs have a variety. We have different programs that will go from a low five-figure investment to a higher one, right? But which one it is, well, honestly, that we'll have to discuss, and we'll still have to make sure that I can create the perfect plan for you specifically, George. So that should give you a range. That will give you an idea, but I'm not going to tell you a number because I don't know exactly what you will need right now. We will discuss that in just a few moments. Does it make sense?
yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So, what do I need to do to know the price?
Awesome. Then that is easy. But play it on the hard side. So, I mean, no, I mean, it doesn't make sense. Play it on the hard side so I can show you
Okay.
guys how.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't make sense. Like, how much is it exactly?
Well, let me explain it this way. Just envision yourself, you're walking into a car dealership, all right? And the first thing you say when a guy shows up, "Hey, how are you, George?" And you say, "Hey, how much is it?" What do you think he's going to tell you?
Yeah, he doesn't know either. Then he doesn't know what I'm looking for.
Exactly. So all these questions that I ask you are because I'm trying to find out what you're really looking for. I already have an idea. That's why I'm giving you this range. We still need to talk a little bit more so I can know for sure what is that you're looking for. Does that make sense now? It's not like
Okay.
it's not like I'm gonna offer you 5 different cars when you want something specific, especially when you are in such a delicate situation with the baby, with your company, with your wife. We need something
Mhm.
that is specifically tailored to you so that you can make sure that you can get the most out of it. Because as you can tell right now, it's not like $100 as an investment. It's a considerable investment. So we got to make sure that this will work 100% on you. And also want to make sure that you know and you have the certainty that this is what you need. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Basically, the whole point is what I just did now and what I did way back at the beginning, if you guys paid attention, was the fact that I am not battling him. I am always just going with him and we're going together. That is how you manage everything all the time with sales. It's not like a battle. It's not, oh no, I'll tell you later. It's like, no. It's like, yeah, man, I will 100% tell you. I just want to make sure that it's exactly what you need. So we got this. And then you just keep going with it. It's like you always go with him and you go towards the same direction. It's never a clash. So hopefully that one makes sense. Now,
Yes.
great. So take it from there, Liam. Let's wrap it up.
So What, me asking him, is it multiple five figures or is it
You're
something that makes
pre-handling
sense
money.
for you?
You're pre-handling money, and he
Okay.
dropped. Okay, how much is it? It's like we got that care. Now, how would you pre-handle money?
Okay. Yeah, George, I'm totally happy to strategize with you there. Now, for this program, we have multiple different options. So we have things ranging from low five figures all the way to high five figures, depending exactly what you need. So we'll get into what you need and strategize with you in a few moments. But I can't actually give you an exact price right now because I'd need to get confirmation from you with what exactly can help you. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Cool. So, I mean, really from here, I don't even remember the line of questioning now that I've asked because it's been broken, but
Just pre-handle
essentially
money.
here, more data gathering.
No, just pre-handle money because this is what you're trying to do.
Okay.
How would
Okay.
you do it?
So that makes sense. Perfect, George. So considering that this program was potentially a good fit, do you think that kind of investment would be something that you're looking for, even though you're making 5,000 a month?
I don't know how much you're asking of me.
Well, as I said, right now I want to give you an exact figure. I can't because I actually don't know what the best thing to offer you with it is the oh, fuck my brain. I don't know what the best thing we can offer you at this stage is, right? As I said, it goes from low five figures to high five figures. So I guess in your mind, you can think of minimum low fives depending on your exact situation and what you need with lead gen.
No, no, no,
Does
no,
that
no,
make sense?
not like this because A, you're confusing the prospect, and B, you're acting like you really don't know what you're gonna give him. So it's like it's reducing authority and confusing him. What I would just do is,
Yeah,
okay,
I'm confused.
yeah, it's like it's also it's going nowhere. So the whole point with pre-handling money right now is like, George, can I be very straightforward with you right now?
Hmm.
So this is gonna be, like I said, an investment that is gonna require, we're talking about 5 figures, okay? Could be on the low end, could be on the high end. In any of those cases, you will have to make an investment, consider you want to do this. Now, the question at hand is, if you're only bringing 5K a month, if only you really want to make this, like you're telling me you're very concerned about making this happen, how would you become resourceful so that you can actually make an investment like this so you can change it? Or is this something that you don't want to change at all?
I I could put about $5,000 in, and then just because of expenses and everything, the rest, I mean, I've got a good credit score. I can go to the bank, they'll give me a loan. So I think I can put down that 5K and whatever it needs to get to that 10 or 20K figure mark, I can do that with the bank and pay them back as well in a couple of years because I know I'm gonna have the like lead gen has always worked for me. So I know that if you guys help me with lead gen, my business is gonna kick off. So I believe in this. It's just, I mean, if it's anything above like 10K, I'm gonna have to go to the bank.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, he was already very easy. Usually you will encounter a little bit more friction, but in that case, just like he did, is like, okay, George, by the way, this is all hypothetical. Okay. I'm not saying that this is exactly what you need to do. First, we're going to make sure, because I still have to explain what the program is. And only if you really love and you really say, okay, this is the solution, we can move forward and we can find a way. I'm just trying us to get on the same page so that you can see, okay, this is what I am facing. Okay. I don't want to like slap you in the face with a surprise. You're like, oh, no, wait, this is it. Like, doesn't make sense. I'm just trying to be very straightforward here.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Right. In reality, you're not being straightforward at all because you keep gatekeeping the price. It's just the famous. It's like we're famous in the geese right now. But we're making him believe that we really are actually. And by doing it so, he already said that he can become resourceful. He can go to the bank. He can use the credits, like, okay, multiple things that we can do. And also, the great thing is that he already told you that his budget to spend is between 10 to 20. And 20 will be a little bit pushing it. So we kind of know what's the range now. We know that if we drop in a 30K, dude will be like, oh, this is more than what I thought. But he can probably make it work. So we know it's a closable lead. all this clearly are assumptions, is not any absolute truth, but it gives us an idea on what is going on. So at least we know, right? This is kind of the situation. I'm not in the dark anymore. Does it make sense?
That was a perfect way of handling it. Yep.
So, and also this is the important thing. What is literally probably the number one rule that I taught you guys? There's only one salesman in the call, and it isn't you guys. The only salesman in the call is the prospect. So it wasn't a word track that I use on like, oh, how can you make it? It's like, how are you gonna become resourceful if you want to do this? If you don't want to, it's fine. But if you want to, how would you become resourceful to make it happen? And then he just opened up saying, oh, I can use a credit, I can go to the bank, it's like blah, blah, blah. So then when I drop the 30K and he has a mini heart attack, then I can just wait in silence because he already gave me the answer and he knows it.
Yep.
And worst case scenario, I can just remind him. Do you see how much powerful that is? Then if I install that idea,
It was great. I understand the rationale behind it as well.
great. So after you pre-handle that money, basically, you would say, okay, do you want to stay in the situation another day? I usually use the what would be worth to you to make this change as my last question on the discovery. You used it early, it's fine. I will close it up with that, and then I will go to the transition, which is basically, okay, so George, based on what you tell me, blah, 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 blah. Now, considering why I'm speeding up, because this has been a long call. We obviously been stopping and discussing it, but this has been a long call. But ideally, you want to give yourself a couple more minutes to just at least do some data gathering on the companies. Like, okay, what the fuck is going on? What are the numbers exactly? Right? It would have been nice. Maybe ask one or two more questions. I guess you could have tied it back at the beginning, in this case at least. I'm not a fan of the interrogation at the beginning, but are you guys following me with all this logic that I'm saying? Or I'm losing you?
Yep.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Yep.
So you could have done it at the beginning a bit by when we talked about the numbers, maybe dive a little bit more. But why I am not such a fan of numbers, because even though they can help you, like the whole point of you getting a bunch of numbers, guys, is so that you can literally show the prospects like, okay, this is your life. Do you see it? Numbers don't lie. And the prospect's like, okay, yeah, it fucking sucks. But it's not the only way. Because with the conversation that we had, we got him to say that he fucking wants to kill that child. He hates the wife. It's completely fucked, right? So he also wants to make it. We kind of got there anyways. So multiple ways of doing the same. Ideally, you just want to do both. But in this case, if we gotten this far, if you want to skip it, maybe it's fine. But as you can see, hopefully, when I'm explaining this, I'm not putting rigid rules like it's a box and you 100% of the times have to do this, 100% of the times you have to ask this, 100, like don't. Please never do this. Never. Doesn't matter who you're learning from, doesn't matter how it is, because every situation, every call is going to be different, and you cannot just be basing yourself on just, okay, I'm going to ask this 100% of the times, or 100% of the times I need to get to this, because this was a good discovery. This was a good discovery. We got him to open up a bunch of stuff, and we even pre-handled pretty much everything. So it is very difficult for this guy to give us an objection. What is the objection he's going to give us right now? He has time. He can figure out the money. That's probably the most difficult one. So you have high chances of closing this. Does it make sense? Are you following?
Yep.
Yep. That makes a lot of sense.
It wasn't a 10 out of 10 discovery because we stopped like 20 times. Russian comrade started, then you take it, Liam, and then we started laughing because this guy is a complete psychopath. So it's like there were a lot of factors that make it like with a weird shape. But if you would have taken this as a normal conversation, this guy would literally be extremely emotional. This guy will be extremely affected by what's going on, and he will be desperate to make a change. Like it's crazy. So yes, hopefully all of you guys are following. To finish it up, any questions on this role plays or anything you guys want to ask me? Add?
Yeah, I think a great point with what you just said. It's just really more of a comment. but it clicked while you were saying it, is if you talk about the numbers, you're never gonna get into the emotions. The emotions are usually never gonna be there. He'll just like answer you like, how many leads are you getting? 5. Okay, cool. If you talk about the emotions though, the numbers can be one, it's obviously more powerful for the call, and two, the numbers actually can be in the emotions. So it makes more sense to go dig into that route because you might find the numbers there, but if you dig into the numbers route, you never find the emotions there. If that makes sense.
It does and it doesn't. So it does on the fact that, yes, absolutely. By having conversations like this, you can really get to know and understand the guy. But with numbers, data, you will sometimes find people who, I don't know. The whole point with the numbers is because, like I said, numbers don't lie. And people will look at them and be like, yeah, fuck. But they're probably going to be like, fuck, pissed off, or like, yeah, it's bad. But if you actually make them talk about the problem, like we did with him, the emotional connection that they encounter with the problem is completely different. Completely different. So it will hit them twice as fast, twice as hard. And then you can do the numbers to top it off. Or if you're a big fan of numbers and you really want to do the interrogation mode when you start, then go for it. But don't leave this part aside. It's not about, okay, numbers, and fuck it. It's like, I'm just a big fan of starting with this and then numbers for obvious reasons that you guys are seeing. But anyways, all paths lead to Rome. So the number one principle that I am teaching you guys is to be formlessness, is to just adapt. So honestly, as long as you do the things okay, you, for all I know, you can even be doing discoveries in the middle of the pitch. Careful with that. Don't quote me 100%, but you could, literally. I have done it multiple times. I'm pitching something and at the same time I'm asking. So that's kind of like the essence of formlessness. Anyways, something else, boys?
All good on my end.
My mistake was I did collect numbers, but in the end I tried to get numbers, and when I tried to pull emotions to numbers, and it didn't necessarily work, at least not all the time. Because for me it was, okay, we're in B2B, numbers are most important, but it's not. I mean,
Yes. It could work though. Let me correct you. It could work. The problem is that you said you were trying to pull the emotion to the numbers. You are trying to. That's the mistake. They have to do it. Never have that agenda. Okay? It's like, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm just going to ask and let's see what the other guys is going to say. Never had that hidden agenda say, I'm going to provoke this 100% because it may backfire. And if it backfires, you're like, okay, what do I do now? That's one thing. So I was like, you know, try not to have that agenda. Just be genuinely leading out of curiosity. And I see this happen to you. This happened to Joel earlier. A little bit to Liam. It's guys, if you don't know what to ask, just be curious about it. Like it's fine. Just play on the curiosity side. Okay, this is the situation. What's driving me more curious about what he just told me? This fact, got it. So I'm gonna ask about this. That's it. It's always curiosity. It's never about asking the most perfect, important question because no one knows them. I don't know them. All the sales gurus, they don't know them either. It's like just paying attention to the situation. You're like, got it. I think this would help. I think this is making me the most curious. And then you just double down on that. So hopefully that makes sense, gentlemen. Now,
yeah.
Great. Now, we have like another 45 minutes. Do you guys want to take like a 5-minute break and then try another one?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Awesome. Right. Joel just joined. Joel joined for the break time. Awesome. Beautiful timing, Joel. Excellent. Excellent.
Can I close?
You can close, but you just joined for the break time. So we're gonna wait
Nice.
like 5 minutes and then you can jump into it. You can pick your victim. Who do you want it to be your prospect?
My victim. Who's looking extra delectable today? I'm gonna have to go. I usually get a piece of Liam, but I want a piece of that Andre Nader.
All right. Jeez, fuck. This is
T2000.
all right. I'll see you guys in a bit. So let's keep going. Joel, give us some context on what is the thing that you're gonna close on.
I will practice Alex G's trading offer. That
Go
is
for it.
basically 40 CI for trading,
All right, cool.
pretty much.
Did all of you got this standing desk already?
I do, but I haven't stood up in a while. It's been a
We
minute.
should get it. So, when are you guys ready? Open up with the discovery question, my friend.
All right. Hey, how's it going, Andre?
That is not a discovery question. That is literally
Oh,
you starting.
yeah, literally. You literally just
You
said
guys already
discovery.
know how to do the intro. It's fine. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
Go with the
All
discovery.
right. So, Andre, what made you book this call today?
Mm, well, I've been trading for the past 10 years. Mm, you know, not really getting a whole lot of good results. So I thought, yeah, probably a good idea to maybe get some mentoring right now.
So it's been 10 years that you've been trading and you haven't been getting good results. Could you expand further? What do you mean by not good results? What does that look like?
Well, like breaking even, something like that.
It's been 10 years and you haven't broke even.
Mm, yeah, I guess you could say that.
Okay. Well, when you say you haven't broken even, have you gained money and then you took it out? Did you ever take out your money when you traded, or you just kept it in there for 10 years?
You guys do this. Let me stop you. You guys do this when the prospect is very serious and he barely gives you an answer. You guys are like, so when you say this, and in the meantime, in inner you're dying. It's like, oh, what do I ask? Because he's been so. It's like
Yeah.
if he's giving you such a shitty answer, the first thing you say is, got it. So could you open up more, man? Because it's like you're barely giving me answers. I really want to understand what is going on, see if I can help you, all right? That's the first thing you say. And if you say like that in a good way, the majority of people will be like, okay, yeah, maybe I'm just barely answering like an idiot. So I'll give more. But if the guy keeps doing it, then you can just multiple things you could do, but you could mimic him. It's like, cool. Want to make money? Yep. Awesome. Then you could be like, what? Because they're not expecting that. It's like somewhere a pattern interrupt, or it's like, what? And then you say, look, man, you're barely giving me answers. So it's like, is this a conversation you want to have? Or you actually want to explain the things in depth to me so we can really find out how we can help you and how we can actually make you profitable again? Because if after 10 years of doing this, you don't feel like giving me answers, we can wait another 10 years for all I know. It's like, what is he going to say? He either hangs up or he's like, okay, this guy is serious. I want to take this. So, do you see?
Yeah, I do.
It's
All right.
funny. I just want to add to what you said, Luca. I just
Yeah.
read chapter probably 44 in the 48 Laws of Power today. And one of the principles there was the mirror effect. Exactly what you said. If a person in general does something not mean to you, but you get what I'm saying, just mirror exactly what they did and they'll realize they're fucking up.
Pretty much 99% of the things that I know is just in that book. Like literally. So, good add-on. So, try again, Joe. Do from the beginning, from like the opening question.
Got it. All right, Andre, what led you to book this call with us today?
Mm, well, I've been trading for the past 10 years, probably, I'd say. And yeah, I haven't getting a whole lot of good results. So I thought, yeah, probably a good time to get some mentorship, I guess.
You guessed that now is a good time to get mentorship. What could you tell me specifically, like, what have your results look like?
You
Mm,
forgot to do a recap.
Okay, yeah.
Give
Got
them
it.
understanding.
So over the last 10 years, you haven't gotten good results and you think you need mentorship, maybe. Could you
correct.
explain how your results have looked like these last 10 years?
Well, yeah, I've maybe just broke even, something like that.
Okay. You just broke even. Could you give me some more details, Andre? I'm trying to understand what your journey has looked like. I mean, 10 years is a long time, right? So I really want to get a picture of what have these 10 years looked like with your trading.
Okay, sure, man. Well, yeah, in terms of the results, it's just like I said, I literally just, for the 10-year span, I've just breaking even, like zero return. I've not lost money, I've not profited any money, like zero, pretty much. Doing swing trading right now. But yeah, I'm just breaking even, man.
Got it. What I'm most curious about is if after 10 years, which 10 years is a long time, you've just broken even, why are you still committed to trading?
Now, now the question.
No?
First question is,
What I'm curious about.
so is that why is that funny to you?
Hmm.
That's the first question. Right? Role play with me and I'll show you. Why is that funny to you?
Well, no, I guess it's not funny. It's more tragic, I guess.
You guess a lot, man. You guess you need mentorship. You guess it's not tragic. You guess it's like, do you want to keep guessing or you want to make a real change?
No, you're right. I want to make a change.
Okay. So how are you living? Because if you're breaking even for 10 years in a row, like how are you getting money?
Well, like trading is just a thing I've done on the side. I'm working as a escort. Like that is my full-time business. Mm, but yeah, I like to do trading full-time.
Right? Is your idea to transition from the escort job into this? That's why you're doing it consistently?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, doing it for 10 years and not seeing results, but you're still really doing it, it must mean you really like it and you want to make it full time. That's my assumption. But is that accurate or not?
Yeah, the assumption is right, man. Is I want to be able to work from home. Mm, trading is my passion. I like numbers, find it interesting. Yeah, I'm not just good at it.
Why is it your passion? What makes it say it's your passion?
Mm. Well, I saw Alex FG that he essentially turned $100 into 1 million, and that kind of made me realize that hey, I can make some serious money with this. And I had a gambling addiction many, many years ago, and I guess, yeah, trading is my way of gambling, but in a more safe way.
Okay. So what I am hearing is that you have a passion for money, not so much for trading. So what is it really? What do you like about trading?
Yeah, no, you're right. It's actually more about the money, and I just think, and maybe I'm wrong, but trading could be my way out of, the matrix or whatever you want to call it.
What if you're wrong? What is your alternative?
Keep working my job.
Do you want to keep it? Is that an alternative then?
No, not really.
Okay, so if that's not the alternative, what is the alternative?
Well, yeah, I'm making trading work. That's why I'm on this call.
Okay. You see, it's completely scriptless. I'm just asking things out of curiosity, but why have I done this? Does someone know why I drove him into this line of questionings? There's two reasons.
Yes. Mm,
Tell me.
Wait, fuck my Wi-Fi. Yes, because he didn't really seem to. He was like, oh, I don't really know. I've been doing it for 10 years, but I realize now it's a good time for mentorship. It's like, what are you here for, bro? What exactly do you want? Doesn't seem very clear and knows what he wants. And at the same time as well, I think you can already tell from this point that he doesn't seem super committed. I don't know. That's what I'm getting. There's not much with COP right here. So you need to firstly even make sure, is this something he wants to do or is he a window shopper?
Absolutely. So what I got is like usually the COB thing, commitment, ownership, pain, I push it down further into the call, but this just gave me a perfect opening. And this guy saying, I guess 3 times tells me that there's a big commitment problem right now. So I got to make sure that's clear. All right. We need to be 100% crystal clear on the fact that this guy is committed. He is committed. Now he is. I even told him, what if it doesn't work? Now I'll make it work. All right. Now we get the commitment. All right. It's like don't believe that because the comp thing is one entity, you cannot break it down into pieces. I can just go back and get the ownership and pain eventually. So we all following on this? Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. And the second reason, it was because this guy wasn't opening up. It really wasn't. Now, this is something that you kind of learn with dating, which is what is the easiest way to make someone open up?
Talk about something that like,
Exactly. So, hey man, why is trading your passion? And now he starts to open up more because this guy was barely answering. And now you look at him, he's giving me full answers. You see? So those are the two reasons on that. Tell me.
that was really good. Because me, I was taking that 10 years and being like, so why are you doing trading? Like, why have you been continuing to do something that you're failing at? And I thought he was going to say, like, I need money. But instead, he went the route of, wow, 10 years. You must really like this. Yeah. And then that went into, I like money. Talked about his gambling problem. Then his job. What if this doesn't work? You know?
Yeah. So you see, guys?
Interesting.
All right. Well, where would
So,
you take it from there?
so the last thing you asked him was, what if this doesn't,
Yeah, what if it
or what
doesn't
was it?
work? You said, no, I'll make it work. Got it.
Okay.
What would you ask now?
So that'll make it work. So we got ownership or
I
not. No,
already
no, no,
have
no.
4 questions. I already have 4 questions in my mind. It's not about what is the perfect question. It's like, what's making you curious? What do you want to talk about? This part is done.
I want to
We
talk
hit
about
it.
his job. Or what
Okay.
is he?
Okay.
Okay, here's what I'll ask. So Andre, what's made you continue doing trading? Like, what are you looking to accomplish? No?
I mean, he
I
kind of said
realize.
it, but
Okay, maybe I wasn't listening.
Liam gave
Okay.
one of the questions that I was asking.
Got it. Okay. So, Andre Nader, why do you need help if you've been doing this for 10 years?
Well, yeah, just like what you said. I've been doing it for 10 years, man. And not a whole lot is happening here. And if I want to start to finally make some money with this, well, isn't that what Einstein said? You know, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing, expecting a different result. So, yeah, I need to do something different.
Do you feel like you've been doing the same thing for 10 years?
You know, I've been playing around with a few strategies, swing trading, day trading, whatever the fuck, but have it gotten me better results? No, not really.
That's one
Why
way
do
out. That's one way. And it wasn't bad. But just to show you guys that scriptless is kind of fun. You could have gone that way. What I would have asked him was, why do you say you need to make this? Why do you say you need to make this? He said he needs it.
Oh,
So to me, that was more relevant. I'm not saying that your question was bad, but you could have also went with that. What would have been your answer to that?
Well, my job is very physically draining. Very physically draining. I really don't like it. I mean, for the first year, when I graduated college, it was more like a thing, easy money, that kind of thing. But yeah, as the years have passed, it started to have a toll on me, let's call it. And yeah, I really don't want to do it anymore.
What's the next question now, Joe?
Got it. What exactly do you do for work?
No, he said he's an escort.
Oh, an
It's not.
escort. Okay. So
It's not what is for how long.
got it. For how long have you been feeling this way?
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, I've had this job
Not
for
no feeling. Why are you burning
You-
such a good question so early on? For how long have you been working in this job? That's your question.
Well, no, I mean, I feel like what's more relevant, correct me if I'm wrong,
Mm-hmm.
is that he started working after high school, but he's been feeling, at first he liked it, and then it started to feel like shit.
Yes.
So still, okay, how long have you been working this job? Then of that time, how long have you been feeling burnt out?
Let me break it down for you on why. There are questions that are like superpower questions. Imagine this is a video game. All right. In a video game, you have like the easy attacks and you have the heavy attacks, the loaded attacks. And you only have
I
like
had to
three,
recharge.
maybe. Yeah, we only have like three super recharge attacks. And these attacks, you have a bunch of them. So the super attacks are, how do you feel? How does this make you feel? What would it be worth to you to make this? Do you want to stay in the situation for another day? How much longer do you want to stay like this? Those are supercharged questions. The problem with the supercharged questions is that if you ask them once, you cannot ask them again. This is like they're not going to hit as well. So normal questions you can ask spam, but these questions you are supposed to ask once. And probably my favorite question, which is, hey man, how does this making you feel? It's one that you want to leave till the end, where it's like the dude is like pretty much completely fucked on tears. You know, when we got George to say that he really couldn't spend like this anymore, he's like he's fucked everywhere. It's like, man, how does that make you feel? I hate this, bro. Boom. You get insane pain on that. Does it
Yep.
make sense on why?
Yeah, yeah. No, it does.
Don't
That's
burn
like
it.
a power question, and you can't just waste it when we haven't dug deep enough. Got it.
Yes. So
Okay.
tell me.
So,
Just ask him.
uh, yeah. Andre, how long have you been working this job?
mm, 10 years.
10 years. Have you been working this job as long, like the same amount of time that you've been trading?
Pretty much. It was always my goal to stop working with it, doing trading. But yeah, I've not really succeeded with it.
Why do you think you, why do you think the strategies you've been implementing haven't succeeded?
No, keep going in the job.
Okay.
That's your pain point.
Yeah. What I'm thinking of asking, which isn't relevant to what he said, was what exactly are you doing in this job? What is it that you don't like about this job?
I'll show you. And I'll show you how to do it fast because I think you're overthinking and your questions go slow. It's like fast, speed, right? It's like, okay, Andre, what is it that you do exactly with your job? Can you describe it for me?
How detailed do you want me to be?
As detailed as you would like, my friend.
Okay. Well, let's just put it this way. I'm getting fucked all day.
So you said this was physically draining. How so?
Hmm. Well, there comes a point when, there starts to, get a bit the holes get, it gets weird out, yeah, I don't know. It's just very physically draining, man. Doing that all day, several times a day, 365 days a year. Yeah,
Can I tell you my view on this based on what you're telling me?
sure.
I don't think this is physically draining. It looks more like mentally draining in your case.
Yeah, both. But I mean, the reason I'm saying physically draining as well
Mhm.
is three months ago, I got AIDS, so it did take a big hit on my health. Yeah.
How are you taking how are you going with that?
Well, I've been on some pretty strong medications.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it looks like there's some light in the, end of the tunnel. I could probably, restore myself. But yeah, it's been tough.
No. Okay, if this is the current situation that you're in right now, how are you able to perform as an escort? It's like,
Yeah. I've had to pause my work for the past 3 months, so I haven't really had any money.
so your income right now is negative
Yes.
and you have AIDS.
Yes.
Okay. So life is not going too well lately. I'm assuming that the trading really changed priorities. Is that correct? That's why you're taking this more seriously now?
Exactly, man. Yeah, spot on.
Okay. So this happened 3 months ago. You stopped with the income that you were having. How are you living? Like, did you have a lot of savings, or how are you surviving pretty much in the day to day?
Yeah, I'm surviving. I can keep doing this for a few more months. I have a decent amount in savings, but it just doesn't feel good, digging into the savings each month, seeing your balance just go down.
I understand that. Okay. I know this is personal, but it really helps me to understand that. Well, how many months would you say you can still live at this rate?
Mm, I'd say 4 months probably.
Okay. How is kind of like the expenditures that you have monthly? Like, how much do you spend?
3K a month.
Okay, got it. So, plot twist, now we know this guy has 12K in savings, right? And because we know now that he has 12K in savings, we know what we can pitch him on. How much is this offer? Like 4K, something like that, right?
2.5.
2.5?
Mhm.
All right, cool. He's qualified then. Awesome. That's it. That's a way for me to know. All right. So tell me.
I'm curious if he has 4 months to live and this program is 3 months. I don't know, like you know what I mean? Like he might die of AIDS before he makes his first trade.
No, no, no,
You
no.
know, like
No, to live is not like he's going to die. It's like he doesn't have the money to keep surviving because his monthly
oh,
he's
okay.
training. It's not like he's gonna
Okay, I
die.
misunderstood. I
People with
misunderstood.
people with AIDS don't have like a few months and they die unless
Yeah.
they're not on medication.
This is in the 80s, yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
So okay, thanks as fuck. Anyways, do you guys see how fast we went? It's like we that's kind of the problem. Like I told you, it's like you gotta go fast.
okay, so now
You were going slow, and in the same amount of questions that you asked, actually with like 40% of them, I got this guy to tell me that he has AIDS and I know how much he has to invest. Do you see the difference?
yeah, now I'm lost. I'm not I
How so?
don't really know where to go from here.
What do you do when you're lost? I have created something for all of you when you're lost. What is that? The
Checklist selling.
yes,
Yep,
the checklist selling. Beautiful.
just pulled
So
it up.
you will look at the checklist selling and you will realize, okay, what is the first thing? Is this guy an actual prospect? Could be a good prospect. Yes, 100%. Got it. The second thing, it is, what is the problem? Do we know what is the problem?
There's
Yes.
a lot of problems. Yeah.
There's a lot of problems. What would you guys say is the biggest?
Needs to make money with trading.
Yeah. In the next 4 months.
That's the big problem. The fact that he's about to fall from a cliff, right? It's not that he hates his job. It's not that he's been working 10 years on tradings, didn't make it. It's like, no, 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 no. If you thought about that, you're a loser. The real problem is the fact that this guy's about to die in 4 months. So he has a tremendous urgency. Therefore, what I would do, based on the answers that he gave me, I would double down on that urgency. For example, is what I would do. You could or you could not do that. But I would say,
Got it.
man,
Okay.
4 months? Really? What are we gonna do? That will be my natural reaction. All right. But then you guys already know the next thing in the checklist filling is like, why is that a problem? So it's like, okay, how is this affecting his life? How is this affecting his life? The fact that he has AIDS and he doesn't have income. How has it affected everything? Do you see how just by really taking a step back and thinking, we got two tremendous powerful questions: urgency and why is this a problem? Tremendously powerful questions. You follow me with this?
Yep.
Great. Keep going.
Okay. So Andre, you only have 4 months before your money runs out. What's your plan? What are you gonna do?
Hmm. I need to make trading work. After 10 years, it's now or never, quite literally.
Got it. And let's say by the end of this call, I decide that you wouldn't be a good fit for this program. What would you do then?
Hmm. Well, yeah, I guess I'd try to do it on my own or maybe find some other mentor. I don't know.
You're getting commitment. We already got commitment.
Okay.
No need.
Okay, so what we have left is ownership. So we have to get him to,
No. Ownership and paying, we still have a long way to go to those. Right now, I'll show you. Andrew, we have 4 months. I'm sorry. I just made a mistake. Never say we. It's because I am talking so much to all of us. It's like I'm confused now. Andrew, you have only 4 months. How are you coping with this, man? This feels like a lot of pressure from you.
It is a lot of pressure. Yeah, I've been feeling like shit recently. But yeah, I gotta fix this. There's no point in me, bitching about it.
Okay. Why is this so important for you to fix? Is it just the money or is there another reason?
I mean, it is about the money, right? But the money is connected to everything. If I don't have enough money in 4 months, then what will happen? Well, only God knows, I'll be living on the streets, maybe. Who knows?
How is it affecting you, the fact that you don't have an income right now? Like in other areas of your life?
Mm, yeah, it's definitely affecting me in a lot of ways. I mean, I can't buy anything. Like, I'm just pretty much, I don't want to say I'm living off noodles or anything, but the only thing I'm spending money on right now is rent, food. Yeah, that's it.
What about I'm assuming that you need to have medical treatment for AIDS, right?
Yeah, yeah, that too. But yeah, in 4 months, if I don't have the money to do it, then yeah, I'm kind of cooked.
You're cooked. You have to pay for that treatment. Is that correct?
Yeah, I could always ask my parents to support, with this, but I really don't.
You don't want you don't want to?
No, it's like I don't know how to put this, but my parents don't know that I have AIDS. Like I'm a bit
Mm.
ashamed about it. So yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 28.
So we're saying the fact that in 4 months you will be 28 and you will have to have a call with your parents telling them that you don't have food to eat, you don't have a place to live, and that you'd have AIDS and you need the help. That's the situation.
Yes.
So how important it is for you to prevent that?
It's extremely important. What can I say?
Okay. Let's see how we can make this work for you, okay? Now, tell me, and then I will just keep asking a little bit more questions on like ownership or something. But do you guys see? It's like we're getting so many things that this guy is like, yeah. So imagine now if you guys or you're watching this, you're like, the fuck is this? Why is this important? It's well, imagine he gives me an objection, like, I don't know if I have the money. Well, cool, you can ask your parents. Well, at the same time, you tell them that you have AIDS from an escort job. How does that sound? What is he gonna say? What is he gonna say to that? So that you do this correctly, and objections in the future completely crumbles. Like there's no way out. There's no way out. That's how I handle objections. I am handling objections right now. I don't handle them at the end. I handle them right now. So that at the end is like this destruction to this guy. So where would you take it from there, Joel? What would you ask?
I mean, at this point, I would ask the how much longer question.
No, not yet.
I feel like one of the power questions would work here. Either how much longer do you want to stay, or how does that make you feel? That
You're getting there.
like,
Combine that with what he just said.
so Andre, the fact that in 4 months you would be having to tell your parents that not only do you have AIDS, but you've ran out of money. How does that make you feel?
Plus the fact that you don't have an income now and you have been failing at trading for 10 years, which is the only way you want to get out. Plus the fact that you got AIDS. Plus the fact that you don't have a job now. All that stuff together, when I say them to you, how does that make you feel, man? Way more powerful.
Yeah. Should I say it or just let Andre?
No, just answer it.
It's making me feel, yeah, let's just say extremely bad.
Extremely bad. Okay. Now, this situation, like I said, where you have AIDS, you're running out of money, you don't have an income source. Trading has been working for the last 10 years. You're getting fucked in the ass every day. How much longer
No,
do you want to stay in this situation?
no. He said that. It's making me feel extremely bad. He said to role play with me. What would it be worth to you to fix this?
Everything. Yeah, quite literally everything.
Okay. How much longer do you want to stay in the situation, man?
Not any longer.
I I don't really know that day in the calendar. So I'm looking at it, but I don't find it. What is not any longer?
Well, I don't want to live another day in this situation.
Another day. I also don't see it. Today is Friday. By when do you want to fix it?
Today.
Okay. Do you see how different that is?
Yeah.
I'm not letting him walk away with any bullshit. And that's how you guys should do it too. It's like, nope, 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 don't get away, don't get away, don't get away. You're gonna tell me that you really hate your life. You're gonna tell me that you're suffering, that you're in pain. right? Another thing that he said that we didn't touch on is the fact that he feels ashamed. Like shame, guilt, those emotions are super powerful. You should always tap into those. So based on that, you have two options. I think this guy is pretty cooked. I will just move forward with the pitch, with the transition and then the pitch. You could, if you want to, do a little bit more of data gathering, because I feel like in this last two calls, we didn't do a proper data gathering, an interrogation mode. It is good to do an interrogation mode. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but these two calls were a bit too more on the emotional side. Some prospects are not going to be like this, and it's more like numbers, numbers, numbers. You should always get emotion, but some people express their emotions better connected to numbers, and others just with that. So I don't want you to feel like, I don't want the consensus here is like, yeah, not running the numbers is not the best thing. Don't make that mistake. All of these are good. And like I'm always saying, don't be a man with a hammer. Be a man with a toolbox. In some cases, you want to really not run numbers. In some cases, it's like this. You're talking about eights. And that's enough. And you can just jump. Because right now, I can literally pitch him. And this guy will give me the fucking 12 grand he has to make this work. Because the alternative is to fucking call his parents and tell him that he has AIDS and he needs help. Clearly, this works very easily because he's only like 2.5. You told me that is that. So it's like, okay, cool. It's like, it's fine. He has 3 more months and this. And if we told him that if he does things correctly, he can make money from trading from the first months, there's no reason why he wouldn't be able to do so. If you have a guarantee, it's even easier. And if not, you can explain that you can do a payment plan if you have it. And if it's not, you can tell them that he can get a loan. Many, many things. All right. Does it make sense? We good?
Yep.
Any questions, gentlemen? No, you're all good. What do you guys thought
I'll
of?
have to rewatch.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll have to rewatch this to understand everything, because during that role play, it was really hard for me to see what question to ask next. So I have to rewatch this.
Checklist selling. That's why I made that. So you will never be blank. You can just look at it and be like, got it. That's it. Very simple. So, gentlemen, any takeaways you got from this and the other role play? Something relevant?
Yes. Joel. Something Joel just said actually 5 seconds ago. He said, still, my biggest struggle is I don't know, like I always can't think of what to ask next. Remove the whole what to ask next. Fuck, I can't speak English. What to ask next from your mind, because I think that's still taking up your thoughts. What to ask next? What to ask next? Who cares? Who fucking cares? Just sit there in silence. Like, worst comes to worst. Obviously, don't, but like, change the mindset for that, because it's fucking you up if you keep thinking what to ask next. Yeah. Love you,
Yeah.
Joel.
I think what was happening was I was genuinely curious about certain things, but the things that I was curious about weren't the right question to ask. So then I'm like, well, fuck. What the fuck do I ask? You know what I mean? So I don't know. Maybe it just takes like some calibration that I need to think, okay, I need to be curious in this direction. I don't fucking know. I'm gonna rewatch the recording and see like the direction that I should have been going.
Do that, but still remember that it's not a one direction. There's not a perfect line of questioning or a perfect question even to say. I ask questions that I like to say that they're good, but maybe another person who knows about sales looking at it like, no, this wasn't the best one. Or maybe someone who doesn't know anything about sales would come up with a better question than me, just because they were a bit more present or whatever. There's not a perfect question. That doesn't exist. There's not a perfect direction. That doesn't exist either. Literally the straight line that I explained you guys is like, it's like this. It's not like this. It's always like this. So the whole point is that you could just be present and understand the situation. And if you're not sure about it, or maybe you want to go in this way, but if you're doing things correctly, you'll still go that way. which is the important direction. I remember there was a point where I asked this and you asked this, but who's to say that this question wouldn't lead her anyway? Okay, like this question lead very quickly to the point. Like after 2 questions, the guy was completely cooked. Maybe this one it would have taken 4, but it's also probably because of the experience, right? That I have. I'm like I can already have an intuition about this. Also, I pay a lot of attention to his face, to his tonality. I know what are the things that are really having him the most. It's like, okay, he's really burdened by this. This is heavy. This is a lot more heavy than this, and that allows me to say, okay, yeah, I got it. I should probably go into this direction. I think you're only listening with your ears. I listen with my eyes. Okay, I am looking at him. I am constantly paying attention to everything he does. That allows me to go faster. You guys see how I break down a call from one of you. It's like a prospect does this and like, oh, he's surprised. Oh, he's confused. Right? It's like I see the stuff and I know where I should take it, where I should go. It takes practice. There's a lot of body language reading and blah blah blah. But you guys start understanding it and you will know kind of like what directions to ask the questions or when to stop. Does it make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Right. All right. We good, boys? Or anything else?
Nah, just to add, I found it very interesting what you did there in the end. Even though this process was completely cooked, you
Yeah.
didn't let him off the hook. When I said, I don't remember exactly what I said, something like, yeah, not any longer. You didn't let that slide. You made him say, yeah, I want to change fucking today.
Yeah. So again, what am I teaching you? One of the first things that I told you guys was smell blood. Do you guys remember? That's me smelling blood.
Yep.
I catch this. No, not letting you go. No, not letting you go. It's like I'm not letting you go off the call unless you're completely cooked, destroyed. Also, I don't know. It's I'm not even that present because it's like I'm jumping and you're doing some questions and then I am. But if I was just doing it on my own, it's like the pressure. You know, the pressure that I create, that invisible, is like it starts to increase. And by switching switching closers, it's more difficult to create that pressure. But with practice, you will, guys. All right. So yeah, pretty much it. Good performance from all of you, especially from George. Excellent prospect. Interesting life. Very interesting. George always playing the best prospects.
I cooked. I cooked.
Yes, very good. I'm very proud of you. You really show off today. So,
Thank you.
gentlemen, great talking to you, and I will see you in the next call, which is in 2 days.